What's up, guys? We are headed out on our trip today. We are going to Idaho for our overland trip. We have routes planned and kind of destinations where we think we'll end up, but we don't have a time limit or a day count on how long we'll be gone. We're starting here in Logan, Utah, where we live. Tonight we're headed to City of Rocks, which is only a few hours from us, in Idaho, the National Reserve there. So we'll camp tonight in City of Rocks, head up through Twin, see some stuff in Twin Falls, make our way up to Sun Valley, and then head through the Sawtooth Mountain range all the way up into Stanley, Idaho, just exploring all of those cool mountains. From Stanley, we'll head over to a place called Custer, which is kind of like a ghost town. And then from Custer, we'll take this really sweet route that's all on dirt, clear over to Chalice, Idaho, on the Chalice Motorway is kind of what it's called, or the Custer Motorway is what it's called, which is a cool route all on dirt. So we'll be documenting the whole thing. We're excited to have you guys come along with us and be able to be a part of this overland trip with us, and we're super excited to get going, and we'll see you out there. So we are in the City of Rocks right now. I've only been here one other time, so you can see those big rocks behind me right now. It's a little bit different than I remembered, but I was a little kid last time I was here. I purposely didn't make a campsite reservation because I wanted to look at them in person and kind of see what we were up against, and they are kind of what I thought. They're kind of stacked right next to each other. And then you have to make a reservation online, and we don't have great service right now. In fact, none really. So there's actually something else I wanted to try anyway, so we came through City of Rocks already. We're gonna take a trail I found on Onyx that kind of leads us up to a much higher elevation. We're at almost 6,000 right now, and there's this trail on Onyx that takes us up to some of these peaks that are 8,000 plus elevation, so that'll help with the heat a little bit too. So we're just airing down, and we won't be quite staying in City of Rocks tonight, but hopefully we get some cool views and find a good BLM spot up on this trail I found, so should be good. So we made it to the top of this pass. We're at something called Graham Peak right now. I parked the truck back there just because I don't think we'll be able to camp right up here, but I wanted to come check it out anyway. And then there were a few spots along the ridge of this mountain that looked pretty good. I think we'll go recheck those out and probably camp right on the ledge. The cool thing, and this is something that I wasn't sure what to expect or what to know, is this has a perfect view of City of Rocks, which is great because it's BLM, we don't have to pay anything. We're clear up on a mountaintop, and then down there, all that is City of Rocks right there. But we're just up on the mountain above it, so pretty sweet view. That's also part of City of Rocks right there. That's pretty amazing, all that. So cool. All right, I think we're gonna try and find somewhere along this ridge to camp. We're getting ready to cook our first dinner. The menu tonight, we got some sweet and sour chicken. Kind of just throw it in a pot. Hopefully it works. Mal picked out all the meals for this trip and did all the shopping, so We'll see how this tastes, but I think it'll be pretty good.
If it's bad, then it's my fault then.
I think it'll be good. This is one of the coolest spots we have ever been in. Just up here on this cliff ledge. Truck's just parked right here on the ledge. We got dinner rolling. I'm excited to see what tomorrow holds. We'll actually just end up coming down off of this mountain pass. We'll probably end up going through Oakley, Idaho, up towards Twin Falls, and then we'll do a few things in Twin Falls before we keep heading even farther north. So we're super excited about this first night spot. What a great place to be. Well, it's about 9 o'clock here. We just had a sweet sunset up here on the ledge, and we're gonna head to bed soon. The wind isn't too bad. There's just kind of a slight breeze going right now. We'll see in the morning, let you know in the morning if the breeze picked up really bad. A lot of times they do at night up here on the tops of mountains, so hopefully the breeze doesn't get too bad and keep us up all night. But yeah, we're tired and we're ready to go to bed, so I think we're gonna head in the tent here in a minute after hanging out by the fire for a little longer and call it a night. Not too bad of a view to wake up to this morning. Had our windows open in the tent. Looks like we were hanging right off of a cliff. And we didn't even get bad wind last night, which is usually what you expect when you park on top of a cliff like this. And the wind wasn't even that bad. All right, we're back on pavement. Just filling up the tires, airing back up, and then we're headed towards Twin. We'll kind of come through Oakley, Idaho, and then head towards Twin Falls. And then hang around there for a little while and see what's next. Well, that was Shoshone Falls. It was pretty touristy as expected, but it's still really cool to see if you're ever in the area and nearby somewhere where you could come see it. It was only $5 to come in and see it, so pretty cool, really big waterfall. We're gonna head up towards our campsite now and see what we can find for the night. Well, we went way farther than I was expecting to go tonight. We ended up on top of a mountain pass, and I thought we would just be parked in some campgrounds at the bottom of this mountain pass, right outside of Sun Valley, but that didn't happen. So now we're clear up here with actually a pretty cool spot. It just took a minute to get level, and I'm trying to walk down a hill right now without falling. Whoa, gosh. But actually a pretty cool spot, and the plus side is that we don't really have to worry about the heat anymore, because we are at over 8,000 feet again. So yeah, should be pretty cool up here. And then just a little bit of a drive to get back into Sun Valley tomorrow, which shouldn't be too bad. So Mal is making us some grilled cheese and tomato soup tonight. Ignore the slightly burnt grilled cheese. That was my job to watch them, and I didn't do a very good job. We got some tomato soup. Rocky's playing. All right, morning number 2. Like I said last night, Didn't expect to be up this high, but it ended up being a really good spot, which meant we slept good because it wasn't too hot. We're up at 9,000 feet just about, and it's a pretty cool place besides there having been a forest fire and most of the stuff is burnt. It's kind of weird, right where we're at on top of this peak, it's forest fire, burnt trees over here, and then everything's fine for the most part on this side, which is kind of strange. There was one more summit that I'm headed towards, headed up this direction. Just a little walk up here. They're just hanging out in the tent and I was awake, so I figured I'd come walk up this little hill and see if I could see a little bit more up here. Just for fun. It looks like a little summit up here, so see you up there in a second. All right, I'm up here on the summit. It's pretty cool. We are so lucky to be able to come do this kind of stuff. Just amazing the places that we can camp and then just be able to keep going wherever we want and exploring stuff that we want with no timeline. It's incredible. We're having so much fun doing this. All right, we're packing up. We're gonna make our way into Sun Valley. It is a Saturday, so Sun Valley might be kind of ridiculous. So we might not make it there very long, but we're gonna go hang out in Sun Valley for a little bit. Well, we just had pizza at an awesome pizza place in Sun Valley. What would you rate the pizza?
8. It was really good.
8 out of 10. It was awesome. Great pizza. We stopped at a few stores real quick, and then now we're gonna just keep on moving along.
Cole got a new hat.
I did get a new hat. We're headed towards Stanley. There's a few lakes up on the way. I think 3 big lakes that we're gonna go check out. They all have campgrounds, but we might just check out the lakes. If there's a great campground, we'll stay. If not, we'll head up into Stanley and find something there. But I've heard this is a pretty drive on our way towards Stanley as well. So yeah, we're having a great time. You liking the trip, babe? Where are you? Oh, hi.
Yeah, it's really fun. One of my favorite overland trips we've ever done.
Yeah, it's been awesome.
It's been so sick.
So we might have just scored our best spot yet. We spent most of the day going from lake to lake, all the way from Sun Valley to Stanley, and there's all these big lakes there, including this lake, which we can see, which is Stanley Lake, all of which have a gazillion campgrounds and like visitor stuff, all of which were jam-packed full, like not a single camp spot, not a single place to park to even look at the lakes. And then we ended up coming through Stanley and then coming up this mountain pass yet again for like the third time, or the third night in a row, on just on a dispersed camping area. And at the very top of it happened to be a little pull off with a campfire with a view of all the Sawtooth Mountain Range and Stanley Lake. So I'll throw the drone up, kind of show you around. We freaking nailed it on campsites so far. 3 for 3 so far. Doesn't always happen like that. Look at this view, that is crazy.
So pretty.
I mean, I'm so glad that the campsites were all full and that we didn't settle for something
right?
down there.
Right?
Which wasn't our plan anyway, so glad we're up here.
So much
So we're about to read our books and hang out by the fire for the rest of the night and just kind of chill. But what's been your, earlier when I asked what you were most excited for, you didn't have an answer. So what's been your favorite part of the trip so far?
Why you do this to me?
I didn't let you think or anything
No,
about it.
you didn't.
What's been your favorite place?
Favorite place? I think this is my favorite spot.
Okay.
Just the views and everything. Like earlier I was doing yoga over there
Yeah.
to like that view, and it was like, it's like so peaceful up here.
Yeah, now that the sun is setting, it's even prettier. It's so
It's
cool having
just
all that
like-
in the background.
But our spot the first night was really pretty
Yeah, the
too.
higher altitude places have been really sweet.
I just have loved every single day.
Yeah, it's been pretty cool.
It's been a really cool trip. I
Yeah.
really liked like the cute little town of Sun Valley or
Yeah.
Ketchum,
Mm-hmm.
whatever.
Yeah, it was awesome.
Cute little shops.
Yeah. Okay, well, we'll see you tomorrow. What's up, guys? It is day 4 of our Sawtooth Overland trip. We just woke up here this morning. It feels great here just above Stanley Lake at this cool spot we found. And then today, once we're ready, we'll head out of here and head towards the Custer ghost town and then head on the Custer Motorway towards Chalice. So super excited to see what that holds. And it should be a really, really cool road and a cool route to follow today. Well, we are on our way home now. That last drone shot you just saw was us coming out of the Custer Motorway, which ended up being shorter than we thought. We were maybe going to camp somewhere along there, but it was shorter than I anticipated. So we came into Chalice. At that point, we were only a few hours from home, and we had seen everything that we wanted to. So we are on our way home right now. But just want to thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate the people that take the time to comment and are appreciative of the videos and ask questions and that kind of thing. Thank you for subscribing if you have. And if you haven't subscribed, I would really appreciate it. If this is the kind of content you're interested in, would really appreciate if you would subscribe because it helps keep the channel moving forward. So thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you next time.